Right. Test. Because we've got... Right, what I want you to do is paddle down there, turn, then come up here. Dave can use this box here, this area here, between the lines, and you can use these between the lines here. When you come back, so you turn down there, when you come back to me here, I want you to stop within 4 strokes of here. Once done that, I want you to paddle out backwards. So imagine this is a square box where that red mark is there, to the line there, to the line there. That's your box. Imagine this is a box here. Alright, Dave's got to come into this box here, stop and reverse out. You've got to come in here and stop and reverse out here. So we've got the 2 lanes, haven't we? Because one of the things is you've got to do to demonstrate is you can stop within 4 strokes and in a confined space and reverse out. So use this lane here.
So rather than judging to stop in that area, we've actually got a back paddle to stop.
Yeah, back paddle to stop. So you paddle in and paddle, back paddle to stop. So paddle down the pool, turn yourself around, and then paddle into this box. Right, you're going to paddle out backwards now, with outside your box. Alright, we'll move across then. You use this one here, Dave. Right? But you're going to back paddle out. You don't have to back paddle out fast. Do it slowly. You're going to get him, Neil. Anyway, you're in our lane here, Neil. You don't have to go fast. All you got to do is stop. Right, then paddle out backwards. So it's a short stroke. Look behind you, make sure you're coming out the lanes like that. That's it. So come on, Dave, you don't have to paddle fast, you just paddle in and paddle out. But you've got to stop. And don't forget, when you're paddling out backwards, you need to look on both sides when you're making sure you're in that box. Yeah? Don't forget, you got to look to see if you're in the box, getting out the box. Right. So if you come both here, come back. So, what we've just sort of, I think we've completed everything now with both of you now, from the 2-star syllabus. So you've got an idea of everything, almost everything you've got to do, apart from planning a river trip for the 2-star of the kayak bit. So what we've done today is we've covered where you've transferred your skill from the hanging draw. You've used the same technique for the steering, haven't you? Yeah. Then the other thing that we've also done is that's A3 steering. A4 is manoeuvring into a tight space, which you've got to paddle in, stop, and then reverse out. So that's manoeuvring into a confined space. Where would you use that stroke where you might have to paddle somewhere in and you've got to back paddle out? Yeah, it could be a tree down. What about on the River Dee? Horseshoe Falls. In theory, you shouldn't do Horseshoe Falls, but some people do it. If you did it, huh? Not always. We don't always do it because you can get stuck in there, and so it depends on the height. Yeah. Phil Hadley, when he took a group down there, if anyone had gone over Horseshoe Falls, he would have failed them on their assessment. Yeah. So by going up to an edge of a weir or something like that, even if it's at a weir that you can always sort of creep up, stop, look over to see what it's like, and then back paddle out. So that's the sort of the skill that you need. Or you may have to back paddle away from a falls or something, or a tree. So it's looking at those sort of skills really. So it really, at the moment, I'll do a review with all your strokes, Asa, next week or the week after. It's really perfecting those skills. As you learnt last week, Dave, if you don't practice and remember the key points, you start creeping into your old habits. So it's like getting the formula inside your head and remembering that formula and the key points. And so every so often I'll just review to see if you're keeping those good practices. Okay then. And I'll put it. Shall I put your old video from last week on the system and then this one? Because I gave you a bollocking last week. Yeah. I was bollocking you over not setting your boat right.